Let's talk about cheese. What's cheese? I know that's a simple answer to many people over here. But let's talk about cheese. Do you know what's cheese? Of course, that's a good answer. To many people, they know cheese. Do you know where it comes from? Yes. Some people, they might tell you where it comes from, but some people, they might not tell you, they just eat it. So, and do you know what are the sources of the cheese? There are many sources of cheese. And we have different types of cheese. All over the world, we have hundreds of types of cheese. And different countries, they have different types of cheese. Let's say if you go to United Kingdom, they have their own cheese. If you go maybe Asia, they might have different types of cheese over there. If you go to Africa, you might get different types of cheese over there. And coming over here to United States, also they have their own different type of cheese. And what are the types of cheese we have here in the USA? We have mozzarella cheese, we have Parmesan cheese, we have cheddar cheese, we have Swiss cheese, and so many other types I've seen on grocery stores. So I can't mention them all, but they are I think there should be more than 10 of them. But what are the sources of this cheese and how they're made? So mainly, cheese comes from milk products, and some, if you don't eat meat, then we have veggie cheese, which is not made from dairy products or milk products. So, and the sources of cheese might be cow milk, goat milk, then sheep milk. And the texture of milk depends on where. Depends on the source of the milk. Especially, let's say, example, if goat milk, we have goat milk. It has a lot of fat. So, the texture, when you're making cheese from the goat milk, the texture might be different comparing to the cow milk. So, that's the difference on what the texture of the cheese and the texture of cheese. So, cow milk, goat milk, sheep milk, they have different textures. So, they produce different texture of cheese. So, if I walk into a grocery store one of these days, then try to convince a store manager on why they should not sell cheese. Of course, that's a difficult question you might ask. You might tell, there's a difficult thing you might ask the store manager to do. But however, cheese has its own problems, so you might convince them on why they should not sell it. So, the question which comes on, like, do you know cheese made from milk and other dairy products are the top sources of atherosclerotic saturated fat in American diet? Cheese contains cholesterol that increases the risk of heart disease and makes the top killer. So, you have heard the heart disease remains to be a top killer in the US. In the US, people. So, if I go to the grocery store, those are the main problem. I can release like, okay, cheese causes heart disease, which is the top killer in the American world. Then another disease. So, and eating a lot of cheese can can also expose you to other different diseases, just like risk could be obesity, cardiovascular disease and diabetes. So those are the main reasons also why. And where you live, well, in our surrounding, you can see like how many people suffer from diabetes, how many people suffer from obesity, and how many people suffer from cardiovascular diseases. So that gives you a reason why you should not sell cheese in our stores. However, I think that's impossible. But however, if you know you're consuming this cheese, make sure you do a lot of exercise, because 1 ounce of what cheese contains around 160 calories. So look at that. If you eat, let's say 3 ounces of what cheese, so that means you might be having 160 times 3, so that's around 300 and something calories per meal. Let's say per meal. So that's a high risk. So among those diseases that will include diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease, and those are the top killer diseases in the American currently. So, and my experience on first day I had cheese. So I remember this day when I was working on Target, I remember I had Jack E. Cheese pizza. It was horrible. Then, do you know what I did? I walked outside the store. Break room in the store. I used to work in Target. So I just walked outside. Then I toasted that pizza. I didn't like it, but after trying so many occasions, I was able to eat pizza. Jack and cheese pizza, but I don't eat that pizza long. But I do like pizza. That's my first experience with cheese. Anyway, that's my video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.